Hi guys, gals and kittens, and welcome to iNeedle. So in one of my previous videos, I illustrated how you could create a chatbot based upon your own data by scraping your website, and you end up with a chatbot similar to this one. That you can ask questions related to your particular website, domain, or data, or whatever you wish, really. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can actually modify the design for this particular chatbot. If you see now when I go to manage, I go to machine learning and I click my model here, I click embed, then I can choose a bunch of themes. Now, these are actually just CSS files. If I choose Frank, for instance, I click copy, I go back to HyperID and I find etc. I find www and I find the foo file I created. And then I exchange this guy with the stuff I got on my clipboard. I save it, I go here, I might have to refresh my cache, I'm not entirely sure, to make sure it's using the new theme. Now it's using the Frank skin. What is I need, right? So now the point about this exercise is that if you're not satisfied with any of the predefined themes we are delivering out of the box, you can actually create your own theme. And actually, let's have a look at the process for doing that. If I now go back to my Cloudlet here, and then I go up into etc., and then I find system, and then I find OpenAI, and then I find CSS. Now here I can create a file. If I name my file howdy.css and I save that file now, I have created a theme. And I can actually illustrate that by opening up machine learning here in a different tab. And now when I click embed, I will be given the howdy choice. Now, of course, this particular CSS file is completely empty. So if I use this one, it's not going to actually display anything actually. But let me still paste it in here to prepare the changing of the CSS file, save it. And now I go here. And now if I click refresh, of course, it's going to be completely bananas. Nothing's going to look right because the CSS file is empty. However, if I now go back to my Cloudlet here now, my HyperID thing, and then I take this howdy CSS file and I find any one of the system files. I check out for system here, search for OpenAI, then I can just de-expand, etc. I open up system, I open up OpenAI, I open up front.files, I open up chat, then I can start out with any of the CSS files that are here as my default template. I'm going to start out with chests here, so I'm going to copy all of this CSS, then I'm going to go back to my howdy CSS file, Control V to just paste in. If I now save it and I now do refresh, I've got the chest theme, except it's actually not the chest theme, it's my own custom theme. And why didn't that work? Let's see. Include style file, no such AI chat template exists. Let me see if I put it in the wrong folder. Etc. System, OpenAI, CSS, and it needs to be in the chat, of course. Sorry about that. So let me create a howdy.css here. And then let me just copy the content from this guy, alt copy, and paste it in here. I think there might be a bug here actually, such that you might actually have to have the file in both places in order to be able to automatically embed it, but I'm still going to delete it from here. It doesn't matter. You can still change. If you go to your HTML file, you can find the query parameter here that says CSS equals howdy, right? At which point it will actually prioritize the files I have inside of my custom folder. If I now refresh, then hopefully it's going to work. And there we go. So we now have the howdy theme. The howdy theme, of course, is a copy of the chest theme, so it's not really that interesting. So let's go and actually modify our howdy theme here. Now, if you have a look here, you see the Aista chat button. That is the actual button. Now, if I want to have it to the left, for instance, okay, I want to have it top left corner. Okay, save, refresh, and now it's in my top left corner. Well, Yet again, I need to refresh my cache. Now it's in the top left corner. So let's put it in the top right corner. I guess that's a slightly more sane. And refresh, and now it's in the top right corner here, as you can see. Now I can start modifying it by, for instance, let's say I want to have a different linear gradient. I want to have from green to, I don't know, yellow. I'm not a designer. Please don't attack me for my lack of design skills. The exercise is teaching you how to design a chatbot. I'm a terrible designer. Don't look at my design skills. But now you can see all of a sudden it has yellow, green, whatever. Let's say we want to have a black color. Let's see if we can find a color. I can't find it. Let's just do color, colon, white, semicolon, save. So now hopefully the icon is going to turn into a white icon. And it didn't, probably because I didn't modify the correct one. Let's still go through and modify it anyhow. Just modify the background color here. So now let's find the chat window, line 43, aista dash chat dash window. Now I can actually modify its position to be top right. And then now when I click the button, the window is going to pop up in the top right corner instead. Then let's modify the background. Okay, let's do background color green, red, and 00. That's probably going to be like, I don't know, orange or something. And then a 0, 0. This is probably going to be like an orange shade or something. I'm not entirely sure. Kind of ish, I guess. And then I can just keep on continuing modifying this CSS file as I see fit. And you can, of course, use Google Chrome. I mean, yet again, I'm not a designer. I have terrible design eyes. Everybody keeps on telling me that. But you can actually use this guy to see the CSS selectors that it's actually using from the CSS file. Then you can find them in the CSS file here and modify them as you see fit, at which point you actually have your own completely unique theme for your ChatGPT-based website chatbot. So anyways, that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. YouTube loves that stuff. And have a nice day.